Okay, I hope this camera is recording because the LCD screen is fucked and I'm not wearing any shirt. I can't see myself. I might see some nipples, so sorry about that. Either that, you have to pay me. So this is in regards to some fella who commented on one of the videos, and I couldn't be asked to type it down, and might as well do a talk and that's not talk video response to a comment. And back there I think her name is not sure. Fuck it, I'm not sure. Hot day, very bright in Malaysia, but thank god there is a aircon, so good shit. Today is the 3rd of July 2016. It's a Sunday. I just came back from MCOP Mall. Today's a Sunday, so MCOP Mall, there's some kind of a flea market for hobbies and lots of hobby stuff there. Small little kiosk, lots of kiosks selling hobby shit. And without this Sunday flea market thing, there's also a lot of shops that sell hobby shit like Gundams, maybe Transformers. Transformers is very popular in this place. Lots of shops sells collectible Transformers. That means they buy it, and it's kind of weird actually not seeing my own fucking face, just looking at the lens. Shit. So what was I saying? Lots of collectibles in MCOP Mall, which is next to Damansara Puchong Highway, or for acronym is LDP, Leboraya Damansara Puchong. And interesting place. And suddenly came back to the apartment, and this happens to my camera. It can record, it can zoom in, zoom out, but the LCD is fucked. It's all black screen, so shit. shit. So it's Sunday. Tomorrow I will go and find somebody to fix it. It's going to cost me about 200 to 400 ringgit for LCD wire or whatever, I'm not sure. So fuck. I know it could be a good excuse to buy a 4K camcorder, but I've been going around looking for one. It costs about 4,500 ringgit for a 4K camcorder. One is from Sony, and that one is from Panasonic. There are only two companies that produces 4K camcorders. So yeah, but I still want to use this one because this is very small, like an Asian penis. But never mind. Enough of that. So this person here, I'm not sure whether you can actually see this. Whoa, nice. I think her name is Ardelia A. Mad Art. Nice. So the reason why I do not like to type is because I've been click the mouse. I've been collecting Mad Art pictures. Just in case you do not know, Mad Art is a website that produces art. Women who are naked and we get to admire it. It's art. Okay, it's not pornography, it's art. So what was I saying? So click. I have to manually find the pictures. You have to go to the website and just click. So click until my fingers are all achy. And also I've been going around every day. This is my job already. I'm going out every day to the malls and shoots with this camcorder, and of course I'll be holding it with two hands, one with the tripod, the metal tripod that's below it, and one like this. So I'll be holding like testicles and shaft together. So you know, shaft and testicle, ask your girlfriend to hold the beans, and the Frank and Beans is a reference to a movie called All I Dream of Mary, All the Things Wrong with Mary. It's starring, what's her face, Denise Richards? No, the other fella, I forgot. What's her name already? Very pretty. Used to be very pretty, that girl. Very beautiful smile, but anorexic body. Yeah, unfortunately, anorexic body. This actress, leave the comments below. I couldn't be asked to access the internet to find out. The first time I saw this girl who starred in this something Mary. It's a comedy starring Ben Stiller. Yeah, Ben Stiller going out of his league and trying to get a girl who is so beautiful, her laugh can melt your suspenders and pants with sperm, of course. And what was I saying? The first time I saw her was in Mask, starring Jim Carrey. You know, put a mask on. First time I saw her, wow, she was wearing a red dress and whew, so beautiful, beautiful face and beautiful body. At that time, the first time she starred in that movie, The Mask, her body was awesome, awesome possum, big breasts. Shit, what am I talking about? Shit. I'm supposed fuck. Big breasts. What's her face already? She has a very weird name. I keep on, for some odd reason, when I think of big breasts, I keep on thinking about Dennis Richards. Oh, Dennis Richards. Wild Things, Starship Troopers, yum yum. Oh fuck, what did he say? Hopefully, this person by the name of Kungan Taran V Kugan, according to his avatar, he's got a what do you call, wrestler mustache. Yeah, wrestler mustache. He says, "Is this part of your last few models you are doing? Saw your quitting Gundam video. Really enjoy all your videos. I think in terms of Gundam knockoffs, you are right about the pricing. The suppliers sell it quite high." Of course, the what you may call it, non-Bandai Gundams knockoffs, third-party kits, pirated Gundams. All these terms: third-party kits, knockoffs, pirated, bootleg. So many words to describe non-Bandai Gundams that Chinese producers from China try to copy. As you know, there will be a lot of Gundam the companies that produces all these kits from China. Of course, it's actually what they call intellectual properties. It's violating intellectual properties, so Bandai is getting screwed. 2 years ago, there's a company called TT Hongli or Gao Gao. I try to avoid buying those because it's not, their copy is not so good. Can be a lot of problems, especially when the male and female parts, the hole and the cock part, when you snap the parts together, it might not enter correctly, or it would be too tight and it cannot separate it again if you were wanting to spray some stuff on it. Not sperm, I'm just spraying some gloss or whatever stuff that Gunpla fellas do. I don't do those things. I only do simple things. So there were a lot of problems. The plastic is soft too. Shit, I really am hoping that this is actually recording, because I've been ranting or talking about it too for a long time. If it's not recording, that means I'm talking to ghosts and talking to the air, so it's kind of creepy. Maybe my camcorder is a psychiatrist. Fuck it. So I'm really paranoid. I better go and check. I had to take out the what do you call that, SD card, and dump it into the computer and see whether it's recording or not, just to be sure. This fucking LCD is not working at all. Fuck. Okay, it's working actually, and also there's a blinky light at the back that's green in color, but I can't see the blinky light because I'm looking at the camcorder, and the blinky light is the other side. So fuck. So what was I saying? Yeah, Gao Gao TT Hongli plastic is terrible because it stresses easily. When it's stressed, then you're fucked. How you can tell is the plastic becomes white, and therefore it has only a few more chances of moving around, especially around the joints, and before that it will just completely break off and fuck. Of course, the Bandai kids seldom does or do. Which one is correct? Seldom does that. Seldom do that. Yeah, Bandai kids seldom do that because their plastic and their research and their engineering and their playing around with plastic is top notch, and therefore it's better to invest your money with Bandai, because a lot of people are saying that, or if you do not support Bandai, then you won't get enough kits. It's up to you. But bear to differ, because perfect grades are fucking expensive, and I'm not gonna buy the perfect grades from Bandai, because that's quite a pretty penny. It will cost you a pretty penny. And if you can get the ones from China, then the price is normally right. Coffee. So back then, 2 years ago, Gao TT Hong Li was top notch. But that because of lawsuits and stuff, they changed the name to Daban model. Kinda, I think that's the rumor. That's the rumor. That's what's happened. Lawsuits. So they changed the name and everything will be okay. When at the same time, when they changed the name, Daban model, okay, Daban model, the quality of the products or the plastic kits from Daban model was getting better, was good, okay. Besides the change of the name from TT Hong Li or Gao, if you know Chinese, the Chinese symbol is Gao. The symbol means go. Go means high or height, or some high, mostly high. High as in not the high as in eating some drugs and go sky high. No, as in tall. So Gao changed his name to Daban model, and somehow a miracle happened, and the products or the copied kit was better than usual. Plastic was also better. It's not as, maybe not as flashy as in the plastic excess. When you stamp, how the process works is, when you make the sprue or whatever you call it, that holds the parts that you want, is actually metal compressed, big slabs of metal. They chisel it to the parts that they want. So they put the two metal things together, and they inject plastic into the plastic inside the metal parts. I think I've never seen it. I did not go to Shizuoka, where the Bandai factory is in Japan. One day, hopefully, I get a chance to see it. Nah, I don't want to go to Shizuoka, but I want to go and see their trade fairs involving Gunpla. But I don't think it's a bit expensive. So they spray in the plastic liquid, and from there, maybe it gets cool, and they open up the two plates of heavy metal, nothing to do with music, and therefore you get the sprue. And as simple as that. Flashing, I think, is the plastic. There will be some gap between the two metal plates when it's sandwiched together, and flashing means the plastic overflows into the small little gaps. That's why when you buy kits from China, their technology is not so good. They are clamping down of the metal together is not as tight as the ones in Bandai products. But bear in mind, some people do say that Bandai sometimes have this problem as well, flashing. So there will be excess plastic around the part, and therefore you have to use a hobby knife to cut it off. So there will be a bit more work. So there will be less of it in Daban model kits. So the quality is getting better, and the plastic is a bit harder too. Not as hard as Bandai, because Bandai is heavy and hard and pretty good, but it's bad on the fingers because you use the pliers. I'm used to doing kits from is it still recording? Okay, I'm used to doing kits from China, so the plastic is softer, so it's easier to clip using your pliers, your hobby pliers. The ones from Bandai, I've done it twice. It was the master grade Gelgook, courtesy of Modelland workshop in Penang. They gave me one free, and I also bought one from some shop for 60 ringgit. 30th anniversary Goof custom master grade with some clear parts. Only not the whole kit, it's just some parts that has clear plastic. That one, yep, I done twice. And also a Freedom, master grade Freedom, I bought from Aeon. Was it Aeon? Mid Valley. There is a Toys R Us in Mid Valley, yeah, of Petaling Jaya. Is it Petaling Jaya? Yeah, should be Petaling Jaya. Yeah, because you are on a federal highway. Wait, no, it's not Petaling Jaya. It's Kuala Lumpur. Mid Valley is part of Kuala Lumpur because the federal highway, right, goes next to, okay, from Klang or from the west you go into Kuala Lumpur on the federal highway, or from Subang Jaya is closer. From Subang Jaya or Subang area you go into Kuala Lumpur, and you will pass a stupid looking symbol or some kind of fucking shit thing that is, it's a symbol, big thing that's made of concrete and stuff that symbolizes the boundary between Petaling Jaya and Kuala Lumpur. So from Subang, if I go towards Kuala Lumpur, I will pass that barrier symbol thing, which is under construction now. I think they want to widen it, therefore they fucked up the motorcycle lane. I always use the motorcycle lane, and it is takes a long time to actually go to Kuala Lumpur, because I always go to Chow Kit area or Jalan Raja Laut to find some of these China kits, because it's cheaper there if you know the person or you have an account in a Time Toy Bar and whatnot. So I just go there and I use the motorcycle lane, of course. I do not want to pay a fine to the fucking policeman. So, and it's safer too. I don't want to be turned into a piñata or chili corn sauce or some kind of red sauce, courtesy of some cars behind me who are going too fast. And if I were to fall off my horse or my mechanical horse with 2 wheels, then I'll be like a leaking period, leaking vagina, blood everywhere. So yeah, after passing this structure, this mega structure that's under construction now, then I'll find Mid Valley on the left. So the Master Grade Freedom, I bought it in 2010 for 90 ringgit, or was it 100 ringgit? I think it's about 90 ringgit. So I done 3 kits from Bandai, and it was very hard using the pliers, so I'm not used to it. It was normally easy to snip the parts from the sprue or the tree. So what was I saying? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. So Diamond model is good, go for it. Dragon Momoko, I'm not liking them because I did the Epion and the plastic was like flimsy. It was everywhere, fuck. But Dragon Momoko nowadays, they are coming up with copies, not from Bandai, okay, copies not from Bandai, copies from metal build kits. The design of the metal build kits are awesome. I think it's not from Bandai, I think it's from some kind of company in Japan that got the license to make something, a variant of the Gundam kits. So instead of paying a lot of money for the real metal kits, China or Dragon Momoko copied it from the metal builds. So, and also they did some funny stuff and they tried to design it themselves, if I'm not mistaken, or they copied it from the what do you call this, resin kits that looks awesome. So nowadays you can buy the Destiny Gundam Master Grade that is copied from the metal build, which looks awesome, but I think it'll set you back by around 130 ringgit. But it's okay, I think, because it's quite heavy, the box. 130 ringgit you can get the Master Grade Destiny, and it's from Dragon Momoko. Buy that one, don't buy the one from TT Hongli or Gao Gao. That gave me a lot of headache. It was shit. Plastic was breaking here and there. And I don't think you should buy the one from Bandai, because the design is not as awesome as the metal build at all, and not as awesome as Dragon Momoko's one. And besides that Destiny, Dragon Momoko also did a Akatsuki, that means the gold thing from Destiny, from Gundam Seed. Destiny, or is it Gundam Seed? I'm not sure. But the gold is not as awesome, it's not as shiny, it's not mirror gold, it's subdued gold that has some, that's not shiny. So that one is, I don't know where it's copied from, but some people say it's awesome. So yeah, you have that. Still blinky. Yep. And why was I saying it? I'm not sure why, so I better refer to it. Yeah, I was saying that all these China kits, the prices are high because they don't want to sell it to people who are knowledgeable of the prices of these Chinese Gundam. They are trying to capture the market where some schmuck who does not know about Bandai or does not know about Gundams at all. They just want to try something, and inevitably or evidently, wait, what's the wrong word? Unknowingly, a simpler word. I don't want to be a posh-nosh with English. Unknowingly bought something from China, but paying the price that you can get from Bandai, or paying Bandai prices, that means they are like in Cantonese term, chok sui yu, or catching a tortoise. So they got taken advantage of. A prime example of a shop that sells kits with Bandai prices, but made or came from China, is one of the shops in Amcorp Mall. So they are still selling it, but it's not as much as 2 years ago. So we'll turn off the fucking aircon because it's getting a bit too cold. I have to wait until that blade closes and then I turn off the main. Why should I turn off this one? Not sure. Maybe because the light here is just annoying, and maybe electricity should be saved. LEDs, even though it does not take a lot of energy, is still wasting money. I'm just waiting for the time when solar panels are super fucking cheap and can waste as much energy as you like, because the sun has abundance of energy. Well, maybe not in a billion years. By then, we will achieve a third stage civilization where we upload our consciousness into a mainframe or a computer and we can live forever and fuck any girls we want from mad art, of course. So let's see here, virtual sex. So let's see here. Yep, the price is not, I mean, the Gundam kits are not for us, it's for the schmucks, people who do not go for it. So he says, seen MGs going for 120 ringgit or so, when you can get the original for maybe 150 to 160. I'm still new to Gundam, so taking it slow. Good. Always take it slow, especially when doing Gundams, and also doing some HG sets at the moment. HG. Okay. I'm not actually retired actually. I finished all my kits. I've remastered all my kits. The kits, they gave me a lot of problems. The problem with all these Gundam kits from China is, when you play with it, of course you have to play with it. If you don't play with it, what's the point? It's like saying, if you have a dick, if you don't play with it, as in ejaculate and masturbate, what's the point? But bear in mind, my friend, doctor, he says that when we grow older, like say more than 30 years old, we have to eat more protein and less carbohydrate. So ejaculation can set you back by 10 grams of protein. So eat more protein, he says, and masturbate less. So he says that as long as you're not masturbating every day 3 times a day, then it's okay. So try to masturbate less. What the fuck am I talking to this? Fuck. Eat your protein, but don't eat the protein from your own self. Don't make white eggs from it. And also he said, you know what he said? He said that cooking your egg, right? Cooking your egg, if you use a wok and you make fried eggs, it destroys denaturalize the protein, and you're not absorbing the protein into your system. So he says, eat it raw? What the fuck? Eat it raw just to extract the most protein from an egg. If you fry it, you're not getting the most protein from it. Oh my god, the more time I spend with doctors, the more I'm depressed with my life. Fuck. You can't masturbate too much. You can't eat fried eggs, which is awesome. I love fried eggs. Fuck. Killjoy, man. That's why the saying that goes, ignorance is bliss. It rings true. Okay, HG, enjoying it. Oh, enjoying HGs, eh? I don't like HGs because they're too small. I'm like a girl. I like it big. So let's see here, enjoy it. I think the HG pricing are also quite right. Of course, it's cheap. Less than 100, of course, ringgit. Okay, I'm going to give you my 2 cents worth of high grade. Okay, sorry. Backtrack. I finished all my remastering of the kits. You play with it, but the what call the armor would just pop off, and I'll be so pissed off with it. So I've super glued it and everything else, and now I can play with it, no problem, and it won't piss me off. It won't make me like throw the kit into the wall or something like that. So I finished with all of my kits, and suddenly I got itchy. I was itchy for kits from China, and yeah, I went to Chow Kit when I was here. I went to Chow Kit. I met somebody who recognized my voice, and we chit chat. So I was able to purchase some one high grade, which is the Doven Wolf. High grade. There are two types. There's one in blue. That one is the sleeves version or the unicorn version, and there was the universal century version, which is the one that I bought. It's green in color, and I was putting it together, and fuck, once you go black, you can never go back. I'm not talking about penis size or Negroes. I'm just saying that if you are doing master grades all the time and suddenly you revert to high grade, you feel that what the fuck am I doing? Because high grade is just ew. And high grade is advantage is it's cheap, it's smaller, and it's easy to build. And there are more kits, more types of kits. Master grades are not, there are not many master grades. There are so many kits that haven't gotten the master grade treatment. Maybe they got the no grade 1/100 scale treatment. But I'm really praying to the gods or to Lucifer. Hopefully they will do a Reborn or RE100 scale for all the O Gundams. There are so many O Gundams that they did not do, both in the bad faction or the enemy faction, and also the hero Gundam. So many that needs a nice 1/100 scale. So high grade has the advantage of the bloody sun is very strong. High grade has, you can do a lot of high grades, but I do not like high grades. High grades is like, you can just, first it does not have an inner frame. Okay, when I put it together, it's so simple, pop, 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 finish. Whereas if it's a master grade, you marvel at the engineering. Sometimes there will be pistons, especially around the knee joint and also the thigh joint, and you will see armor separation if you bend the knee. It gives you a sense of satisfaction, and the pistons are also nice. Of course, it's quite complicated when it comes to pistons. Sometimes it works, sometimes it will just pop off, and fuck, putting it back together would be quite a hassle. For instance, the Zaku 2 master grades, the pistons in the foot looks great, but of course once you slap in the armor, you won't get to see the pistons. What was I saying? High grades. High grades does not have the inner frame, unfortunately, so not much detail there. And what else? And it looks weird. You see, you can just take out the part from the hand. I mean, sorry, not the hand. Fuck. This is from the knee lower down. You can just pull it off, and you'll see what's there. Yep. So I was in Chowkit. I bought a high grade Doben Wolf. Did not like it when I was putting it together. It was too simple. I haven't finished it. It's still in Ipoh. I'm now in Kuala Lumpur or Selangor, and this happens to my camcorder. Fuck. So besides that, I bought what do you call, it's not Gundam Build Fighters. Before that, what's that series before it? It's kind of weird. I forgot. Gundam Age. I bought the Hero Gundam from the second age that has very flat and looks like a fighter, something like that. So that one, the Dowen Wolf high grade, cost me 25 ringgit. So you can still go to, I think you can still go to Time Toy Bar. That's where I got it. Jalan Raja Laut, Time Toy Bar, or Chowkit. Go there and buy it. You see the price tag, it says 50 bucks. Get the retail, discounted price, which is 25 ringgit. I do not know whether you have to go and do that or not, or you can ask the salesperson by the name of Wendy, so she might be able to give you the half price, which is for toy sellers, because they are a warehouse. They prefer to sell it to the people who sell or resell toys in small little toy shops around the country. So get the half price of the price tag on the box. I got the master grade Gundam kits that looks like a fighter. I do not know what's the name because I wasn't interested in the Gundam Age at all. I don't think I've watched any of the Gundam Age. It looks silly, cartoony, and I wasn't interested in it at all. So I bought, still recording. So I bought that kit for 50 ringgit. Yeah, 15 ringgit. It's a master grade. Yeah, it's from diamond model too. So diamond model is okay. It's alright. So I only bought 2 kits. Then my ass was itchy around the asshole for more Gundam kits. So I went through Laoyat Plaza. Okay, if you are into all this discussion of Chinese Gundams, there is one Laoyat forum. You can't get it from Reddit. Reddit sucks. Of course, I post my stuff in Reddit. And Laoyat has a trade for pirated Gundams. You have to troll for it or look for it. Let's see here. Where is it? I'm not sure. You go to Laoyat and you search for let's see. It's called this is, I don't know whether it's focusing or not. China Gundam / Plamo model V9. V9 means the version 9, or because there has been like 9 pages or 9. There were a lot of comments already, so it says China Gunpla and Plamo discussion only model kits. So you go and search for this, and you read about the reviews of all these Chinese Gundams. So you go and talk about all these things with them. Of course, I'm just a silent person who just reads the comments and whatnot and help out if I am knowledgeable in doing all this. I mean, in regards to Gunpla, Chinese Gunpla. The reason why I only go for Chinese Gunpla is because of the cost, and also when it comes to doing YouTube videos, there are not many of them reviewing Chinese Gunpla, maybe Prime 92 from America, but that's why I prefer Chinese Gunpla. It's not Gunpla builders, they up their nose or Lansi Lanyong, or they scoff at these Chinese companies. So yeah. So you're tempted to try the master grade. Master grade, of course, is different from high grade in terms of size. High grade is 1 out of 144, very small. Master grade is 1 out of 100, very big. So in comparison is HG, high grade, master grade, MG. HG is Asian penis or Oriental penis. MG is Caucasian penis, and perfect grade or PG is Negro penis, fucking huge. So that's the size comparison. The build is the same. Nope, the build is not the same because master grade, like perfect grade, has an inner frame. High grades do not have an inner frame. That's why it's easy to take the knee at the joint off from the thigh, whereas a master grade or a perfect grade is all integrated. It's all together. You can't just simply take out the knee to separate the leg from the body. No, you can't do that. There is an inner frame. It's all connected. There will be a lot of stuff to actually take out to separate the lower part of the knee from the thigh. So yep, that's why it's fun and takes a long time to actually put together. The build is of course completely different. So I was quite itchy for more kits, and the only way to find kits besides going to Chow Kit is very hard to get the right price. It's too expensive. Especially there was one shop that I do not know what it's called. It's near Union 8. I used to get very cheap kits because I know the boss there. Union 8 does not stock all these Chinese Gundams, so too bad for me. Near it, on the other side, opposite the lane, not the main road, opposite it through the lane is another, I forgot what's the name of. They have a lot of Gundam kits, but it's expensive as fuck, and I asked them for a discount. They say no, so fuck it. There was a Satria high grade. I think they were selling it for 120, 130, 140 ringgit. What the fuck? It's too expensive. Crazy. I would prefer to buy like 60 ringgit for a high grade Kshatriya. Yeah. A tiny toy boy, you can still get the silver bullet, which is almost the same as the what they call Dowen Wolf in terms of the design, except for the colors and 2 eyes instead of 1 eye. That you can get for 55 ringgit. And there's a couple of master grades which is off the Gundam age. Yeah, not many people wanted the Gundam age, that's why you can still see it there. So once in a while, the boss of this time toy bar would go to China and bring back the kids, and the kids would be gone quickly. So it depends on luck whether you're there when they still have the stock or not. Or you can rely on Facebook sellers. So FB sellers, it's not as cheap as the ones from Chow Kid, unfortunately, but they are good enough. I spent about 900 ringgit plus to 1000 ringgit buying kits, unfortunately, because I was itchy for something to do. And that's what it is. I haven't gone to Ipoh yet, so I haven't like deposited all these kits in Ipoh. I don't do Gundams in Kuala Lumpur because I'm so busy going out and filming the malls, looking for girls, sniping girls, looking for food, redoing stuff. So from here you can see, hopefully, I'm not sure, I do not have an LCD. The LCD doesn't work. The Cunt is my latest purchase. I bought it for 80 ringgit. It's a master grade from Daban model. Let's see, this one is from Chow Kid. Yep, the Cunt is from Chow Kid, Daban model. Shit. Fuck. So you look at the pricing here, 150 ringgit, but it's actually 75 ringgit. But I paid 80 ringgit because of GST. Fuck Najib, our Prime Minister. So this one is the perfect grade MK2. I always wanted to buy it, but how much did I get this for? It's from TT Hong Li, unfortunately, so I have a lot of patience with it. Super glue is your friend. Let's see here. Okay, Gao Gao or TT Hong Li MK2 Titan colored, perfect grade. 180 ringgit for this. The Neo Zeon Sasabi version KA or Ka version Katoki Hajime from Daban model, big box. How much did I get it for? From the FB seller by the name of Oh My God Gundam, OMG Gundam. You can go into Facebook and look for him. He's from Rawang. Most likely you have to get it from Rawang. The prices are okay. Could have been better for me, but never mind. 125 ringgit for Sasabi Worka. The perfect grade unicorn Banshee Nom here. Bought it for where's the highest price? 260 ringgit. The one from Bandai is about 600, 700 ringgit. So this one is without the claw, unfortunately. Then what else is there? There's a Jesta here from Daban model. It's a master grade, of course. I only go for master grades. It's 70 ringgit. Then there's a master grade new Gundam here from Daban model. That one set me back by 120 ringgit. Then unfortunately this is a Gao Gao kit, Infinite Justice. I always wanted to do Infinite Justice master grade from Gao Gao. Hopefully, touch wood, it would go well. That one I got it for 65 ringgit. Make sure you get very cheap price from Gao Gao or TT Hong Li kits because they suck and they're old. Daban model Sinanju Stein master grade. Always wanted to do a Sinanju Stein, and I've done the whatchamacallit, what Sinanju Stein is the design before it became the other one, the red one. What's it called? Forgot already. Never mind, that one I've already put together. Wait, let's see, master grade. Sinanju Stein is 95 ringgit, so roughly I spent about 1000 ringgit on all these kits. So fuck, poor as fuck. And of course, to add injury to insult, my camcorder's LCD is kaput, and I have to send it to some company to repair tomorrow. because if I'm sniping girls from afar, I need to refer to the LCD to make sure I'm actually shooting them without their knowledge, which is kind of creepy, but it's a type of way to say that I'm trying to preserve history. Because girls, they are very pretty when they are still young, and when they are old, they are ugly as fuck, unfortunately. Genetics is bad, age is bad too. So